Hi everyone, so today is a very special video because we hit 300 subscribers. I'm gonna do a heartfelt message real quick and then we can get on with the Q&A. I just really want to thank all of you. We are now at 303. Okay, alright, thank you. I just really want to thank all of you for supporting me. I'm going to try to be more consistent for the next coming years. I just really want to hone in on my creativity, and I feel like this is an excellent platform to execute my creativity, and I just cannot wait for all of you to experience it and feel the euphoria that I feel with my creating content. So again, thank you all so much for supporting me. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so for this first question, they asked if you could have one superpower for the day, what would it be? Actually, I haven't thought about this specifically. For the day, I think I would like to. I know it's not really like I know it's not like a superpower really, but to have all the money in the world, because that's how you could do some real change. Because this whole freaking globe is run by money, and if I had all the money in the world, more on philanthropy, giving it out like Tic Tacs, candy, shoot, like I could do like with money you could do some real good if you use it to, to influence like positive change. But yeah, like imagine, and then also like doing whatever I want, because if you have money, you have power, and if I wanted to. If I wanted like a super, eco-friendly jet, boom, money. But I'm like, build it within an hour because I only got 23 hours left, Then they have, like 10,000 people work on the eco-friendly jet, and then boom, within an hour, I'm all the way across the globe, in Nice, France. And then the next 3 hours, I'm in Japan, Tokyo. So I think my superpower for the day would be all the money in the world. Okay, so the next question is, what's your favorite and least favorite part about doing YouTube? Okay. Alright, I would say my favorite thing about YouTube is, I think the journey, because you're like, oh my gosh, I just got 3 more subscribers, which just happened today. Thank you, y'all. But like, I think it's just like, I just get so excited by the little milestones like along the way that I'm not really like thinking about the end goal or like the major goal, which is like to get paid eventually on this platform. But it's just like, wow, I got this far. I actually have never thought about making it this far within YouTube. I know that's crazy to think because I only have like so far 303 subscribers, but for me that is a lot. For YouTube that is a lot, because everybody's doing short form content now. I'm like, okay, but what about long form? So I think it's just my milestones and the journey along the way to my goals and success that I love about YouTube. My least favorite part about doing YouTube, is the ratio of views that I'm getting. Like on my shorts videos, I'm getting more views, I would say, so far than long form content. Like right now I have one singular view for my green spaces video that I just uploaded. It's like a passion project because I'm like, oh my gosh, green spaces, y'all need to like, go to your green spaces. I uploaded a green spaces video. It's like 12 minutes long, one view. I uploaded University Fits a University Fits video, like a short video, and I got like 3 subscribers from that, and like a couple of comments, and a decent amount of views. Like, really? And the thing is, I don't really like doing shorts because I'm like, I don't really have that many ideas for short form content. And plus the editing is like so long, I'm just like, I might as well just do long form content, So, I prefer long form content, but it's not really like bringing in the audience that I, really want right now. I'm like, ugh. I love my short form people, don't get me wrong, y'all are super cute, y'all keep it friendly for the most part, but it's just, can y'all move over to the long form content? Like the content I actually like work days on, weeks on, for y'all. So, and they're not like bad videos either. They're videos that I think y'all would like to see. So, there's that little tidbit. Next question. What is on your summer bucket list? Okay, so my summer bucket list, let me get it for y'all. So I have a few things on my summer bucket list, but one of them is finishing this book that I got from Barnes & Noble. Not sponsored. But it's called The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. It's a really good book. I asked, it's actually like a book recommendation from one of the employees. And I told her like what I was in the mood for in regards to the genre and like the mood of like the book that I wanted. I wanted something like 1984 or Brave New World. Like AP Lit really did something to me. AP Lit senior year really did something to me, because now like dystopian and like totalitarian novels and books, and this does give like kind of like dystopian-esque vibes. It's not like an Italian, well, so far, haven't made it that far, but like I only made it like to like page 40 right now, I believe. Still got lots to go, but the book is about everybody in the world, no matter if you're homeless, no matter if you live in a bunker, no matter if you live on the top of a mountain, if you live in a suburb, city, country, wherever. You get a small box and you get a string inside, and well, with a cloth as well, but the cloth doesn't matter. It determines like the duration of your life. So if you have a short string, you are going to die soon. But if you have a long string, you have a long life ahead of you. So, and everybody's like freaking out, and the book goes through, I believe, 8 different characters and how they are dealing with the news of their strings and the status of it. So this book is good so far. I highly recommend. And I'm like on page what is it? I'm on page 48, and I'm on Hank's chapter. So I definitely would recommend. Something else on my summer bucket list is to get all my debt paid. Get all my debt paid. I currently, so far, have, let me count. I actually have to count, because I don't know how many I have right now. I know I was forgetting something. 6 jobs. 6 jobs this summer. Yes, I know it's a lot. However, yo necesito dinero. See, I need the money really badly, because I have a lot of debt to, I have a lot of debt to repay. Not like debt. I do have credit card debt. Let's not get into that. But I need to make sure I have enough money for the new apartment that we just got. My roommate and I signed a lease on a new apartment. Don't worry, moving diaries coming soon. That's another thing on my summer bucket list. Creating the moving diary series. But other than that, it's just getting my money up this summer. So we shall be working a lot. So there's that. Alright, so my next question is, what is your go-to comfort food? I've been obsessed with orange chicken over jasmine white rice. Love that down. It's like my go-to combo. Even if I don't have jasmine rice, because it's a little bit more expensive than like regular white rice. Either way, I still eat it down. That and like roasted garlic potatoes, and cheesy Texas toast. That combo eats down every single time. I can never get sick of it. I love orange chicken over white rice. Okay, random one. Do you like gardening? Yes. I really want to have my own garden someday. So far. However, in Chicago, you can't necessarily do that, especially if you rent. So yeah, I want to try and do like an urban garden or something. But also at the same time, I'm like, once we move, well, not only from this apartment, you know, done for. You know, we already paid for our new apartment, but for this new apartment, I don't think I'm gonna do anything like gardening wise, unfortunately, only because I'm like, with a garden, I don't want to like disturb anything, you know. Like, I don't want to have to like part ways with my garden or like part ways with my plants. It's just I don't want to handle that. I mean, I can't handle that. So I wanted to find like a more like permanent place for me that I can like spend like a good like 5 to like 7 years in, to where I'm like, okay, I have the land that I want in the location that I want, and I feel safe in this area, and I think I can start putting down roots here. So I think I would like to start gardening later down the road in my 20s. Okay, what do you miss about being younger? Okay, so I miss my bills being paid. I didn't realize how many bills my mom was paying until I started paying my own bills. I'm like, ooh. Okay, so maybe she was doing more than I thought she was. Okay, alright. No, she was doing more than I thought she was. Okay, so someone asked, what's the most daring text or sexy message you've ever received or sent? Now, obviously we're not doing sent because we obviously are not doing sent because, you know, friends and family watch my videos and they don't need to know. But the most daring or like the most sexy text I've ever received, well, the clip. Yeah. I had to make a TikTok video for that because I'm like, no way this is gonna be for my eyes. I'm going to share this with anyone and everyone, because how dare you speak to me like that? Okay. It's just, oof. No. And don't worry, after he sent that conversation ended. Did not interact with that man in person, did not do anything with that man sexually or romantically. Just nothing with that man. No, boy, that guy, because he was not a man. A man would send a chivalry text like, hey, I'd like to ask you out on a date, you know, let's go. Instead of like that text that he sent. Anywho. Have you ever been caught in an awkward situation by your family or friends? So, yes, I have. So when I was younger, like 16, 17, still under my mom's roof, and I was coming into my sexuality, and I had ordered like not a lot, I went shopping at the mall with one of my friends, and I got some unisex clothes because I was like, oh, I want to be more feminine and stuff. Not want to be, because I have like a natural like feminine nature, even though I kind of present facially masculine some way somehow. Anywho, long story short, I was cropping a t-shirt, and I was out at the time, especially to my parents and especially to my parents, and I was shirtless, and then my mom was vacuuming, and she was going to my room to vacuum, and I was shirtless, and I was like wearing shorts. And mind you, I'm never shirtless because I'm like, why be shirtless? So I was never shirtless ever, and so I was trying to find my t-shirt to put on top of me, like just like a regular like undergarment t-shirt, but it was like wrapped underneath my blankets. My blankets at the time were like really thick, and so I was just like, oh my goodness, because she's about to think I'm masturbating, and then she's like, RJ, let me in. I'm like, okay, fine. And then she comes in. She sees me with my shorts on. She sees me with no shirt on. She sees me like like out of breath, and my bed is like all messed up because I'm like trying to find my t-shirt. She's like, she don't even say anything. She just like vacuums and then leaves. I'm like, oh my gosh. She probably thought the worst. I'm like, no, at the time I didn't even do that. So I'm just like, bro. Next question. Relationship status. Okay. So I ain't got no man. I do not have a partner. No romantic connections or anything yet. However, recently I did go on my first ever date. He literally like asked me out on a date. I was like, okay. This made up for the guy that said that horrendous text message. This made up for it because this guy, he also was on Tinder, and that's weird to like get like a Tinder date, because Tinder dates are typically like hookups. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be doing those. But yeah, he asked me out on a date. It was instantly no romantic connection with this guy, unfortunately. He was a nice person. However, one, he didn't ask me anything about myself besides, do I have any siblings? That was literally the only question that he asked me for our whole entire date. And also I had to keep up the conversation. Like, I had to like keep asking him questions. Like, I had to keep telling him things about me because he was not asking me anything. Like, I know more about him than he does about me, and that just pissed me off. And I know like first date jitters and stuff, but on the first date you want to get to know someone, and then I had to let him down. I had to like text him. I texted him, and then I just like I matched with him immediately because I was like, I'm not trying to be doing this. But yeah, wasn't my type. But yeah, there's that. Am I talking to people? No. I kind of taken a break from the dating apps because they're just, I've been swiping and swiping. I've been seeing my type, but my type is not swiping on me, and I've been seeing people swipe on me who are not my type whatsoever, or who only want sex or head or something sexually. I'm just like, no. Or those who are ethically non-monogamous. Miss me with that. Don't piss me off. Why are you on this app? No. Be with your basic default girlfriend, Seth. Like, be with her. Quit. Don't try to come to me because you have a chocolate, black feminine boy fetish. Don't piss me off. Next question. Which of your past relationships do you still find attractive? Okay, now we're getting to like the juicy questions. Okay. So believe it or not, I've only dated women. My last relationship was like 13 years old. So like, well, it was when I was 13. But at that time I was only dating girls because, we were boys and girls at the time, not men and women at the time. And well, in this time, I guess. But yeah, I have a long list of girlfriends that I've had. But the question was, like, do I still find any of them attractive? I do, most definitely. Not like in a sense like I want them back, but like in a sense like they are a true baddie. Well, I am as well, but also like they really have like their glow ups, and even if they didn't have a glow up, you know, they're still a baddie. But I'm just like, wow, like y'all are doing your dang thing. Like I did these twins back in like elementary school, and they are both really bad B words. Like they are like, I'm like, okay, all right, I see y'all. Like I really see y'all. Like y'all are doing the dang thing. Oh, actually, one of my exes is pregnant. Yeah. Like one of my exes is actually pregnant with her first child that I know of. But I'm also like, girl, you had 3 boyfriends within the last like 3 long-term relationships within the last like 2 years, and we barely know this man. And you pregnant with this baby? All right, okay now, okay, all right. So happy for her though. I'm just like, is it gonna last? Prove us wrong. But yeah, so I do still find a lot of my exes still very attractive, but do I want them back? No. Like Summer Walker said, X for a reason. Alright, and the last and final question. What is my current obsession? Okay, so my current obsession lately has been the sun. Most definitely the sun. I genuinely, like, so far love the sun. I used to be a person who didn't love the sun for like the longest time. Like I took it for granted so freaking much. Because back in my hometown I was really unhappy. Like throughout like majority of my childhood and my early adult stages, like, you know, 18 years old, I was really unhappy. But once I got to like spring and summer of like my final year of being in my hometown, I was like, oh my gosh, the sun is actually like amazing. Like I was taking like good photos. I was outside more. I miss driving so bad. The driving, I love so far. I love driving because like public transit, you have to rely on it. But with a car, you know, you just get in and boom, you go. Yes, you rely on your car, but like not in the same way as you rely on public transit. Because with the car, you rely on yourself to get you there. But with public transit, you have to rely on the availability. You have to rely on the maintenance of it. Like you have to make sure like there's no like delays or just make sure there's no delays or like maintenance mishaps or whatever. Like, oh my freaking goodness. Like if you're stuck in traffic, you're vibing to your music, you are, you know, in your own space, you only deal with your breath, your farts, you know, your mood swings, your whatever, you know, you only deal with you. But if you're stuck on public transit, you're dealing with everybody. So I want a car so freaking badly. So there's that. But I don't know how we got there. But my current obsession is literally the sun. Because back my hometown, I used to drive a lot. But my current obsession is, I guess, it's driving. Alright everyone, so that is the end of this Q&A. Thank you all so much for subscribing, giving me 300 subscribers. Oh, actually, over 300 subscribers. Thank you. And if you could, please comment and subscribe. It would really mean a lot. It would really help my get my views up and get me more on more recommended pages. So anything helps. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and peace on earth.